If you keep checking your circumstances for proof, you're actually digging up the seed that you just planted. This is why so many people feel like manifestation is not working for them. They'll set an intention and then immediately look around for evidence. They'll go to the gym for 1 week and immediately get mad at themselves because they don't have their dream body. Neville Goddard taught a formula to actually break this cycle, a way to live from assumption until it naturally shows up. Step 1 is to identify false assumptions. We all carry hidden assumptions that quietly shape our lives, and most of us are unaware of these assumptions. So these could be like assumptions: it's too hard for me to be consistent, I don't have the right genetics for my fitness goals, I'll always struggle when it comes to losing weight. And although these may feel like facts, they're actually just repeated thoughts that have taken root. And the more that we repeat them, the more that they recreate the same reality. You try to go to the gym for 2 weeks, you miss a few days, you repeat to yourself, see, I told myself I'm inconsistent, I can't do it. What we're gonna do to eliminate these false assumptions, once we identify them, is to stop giving them energy, attention. The most effective way to release your old false assumption is to give more attention, more energy to your new truth, your new assumption. So step 2 is going to be clarifying your new truths, the new assumptions that you know that you need to achieve your goal. And this is not a new wish, a new hope, it's a new assumption, a new truth. You choose to live as if it's already true. And although it may feel like you're lying to yourself, you've lied to yourself about the old assumption so many times that it became your truth. So why not make a new assumption that actually benefits you, where it could become your new truth and get better results? You're repeating it enough times until it becomes your assumption. So instead of saying, I can't stay consistent, you assume I'm always consistent. I always show up for myself. And then we practically follow this with one new behavior, a very simple behavior that deviates very slightly from your current behavior, so you could start proving to your brain that you are consistent. This could literally be as small as taking a new route to work consistently to prove to your brain that you are capable of consistency. This could be literally adding a new supplement to your water or changing the electrolytes that you use consistently. It could be anything, something that you know you're capable of, so you can ingrain this new consistent assumption. This process may sound simple, but it's not necessarily easy. It's going to require some conscious effort, but it'll be so worth it. And when you fall short, you're going to fall short. We're not perfect, we're human beings. Just tell yourself, it is okay, I give myself grace. I know that I am capable of being consistent. You literally have to brainwash yourself. Instead of the false assumption, my genetics are holding me back and I'm not capable of becoming the lean, toned, strong person I want to become, start consciously telling yourself, my body is fully capable of achieving the dream body that I prefer. And then you're going to work on strengthening this new assumption. So look for any evidence that proves that your genetics are actually not holding you back and you are capable of achieving that physique. Maybe it was a time where you did lose those 10 pounds. Maybe you didn't keep it off, but you still did achieve that physique. One way I like to disprove false assumptions is through knowledge, through educating myself. So with the assumption that you have bad genetics, you could read this book, Biology of Belief. It literally is all about how we can change our biology with our consciousness, with changing our environment, with things that we are capable of controlling, our thoughts, our emotions, and our physical environment. And step 3 is so important. So many people miss this step, and it's the reason why they don't practice the law of assumption correctly. Your new assumption is only going to stick if it's fueled with emotion. But the caveat is, if your why, your burning desire, is rooted in external validation to try to get attention or prove yourself to someone, it's going to wobble the second that you don't receive that external validation. So it needs to come from a sense of self-worth, like wanting to feel confident in your own skin or just having energy to live the life that you prefer. And be honest with yourself. If your burning desire is you want to be in a bikini all summer and feel confident in your own skin, then That's your burning desire. Stick with it. You have to be honest with what your true desire is, but make sure it's not rooted in external validation. Being fueled by strong emotion is so important that I want to reiterate that your past false assumptions were based on old fueled emotions. So maybe one time when you were inconsistent, somebody made fun of you and told you, you're so inconsistent, you keep falling short. And that emotion was imprinted on you and you assumed that new assumption. So we need to create a new fueled emotion strong enough to override that old assumption. That burning desire is also going to be the fuel for when things get tough. It's going to help you be persistent because it's not going to be easy. It's not easy to change your behavior, something that's been rooted in you for years on end. It's going to take a lot of conscious effort, but when fueled by a positive burning desire, it'll make it so much easier to ingrain that new assumption. And one way to easily discover your burning desire to help you persist long enough until that assumption hardens is to look at your values. What is it that you truly value? Maybe you value freedom. Maybe you value being confident in your own skin. Maybe you value beauty. But remember, it cannot be contingent on external validation because that foundation is going to crumble immediately. Step 4 is also so important. Honestly, each of these steps is very important. I've condensed this down to the most crucial steps, and it's to ignore your circumstances. This is the hardest part. You cannot keep continuously checking your outer reality for proof. When you look for this proof, it's as if you planted a seed a week ago and now you're digging it up. Is it growing? Is it growing? No, you just completely ruined that seed. Now you're gonna have to plant a new one. There's always gonna be a delay, but that delay is actually in your favor. Imagine if you instantly decided, I wanna look like this, or I want to manifest this, and it popped up into your reality. You'd be very chaotic. Your nervous system would freak out. You need time to refine your manifestations and for your biology to catch up. Understand there's always gonna be a delay. We're in a very dense world. The only exclusion is going to be confirmation bias. So it's going to be finding any reason that shows you that it's actually working, that you're becoming more lean and toned each day, that you are being consistent. Your brain loves confirmation bias. This is how you initially created those negative false assumptions. But if you even give a thought to, oh, no, it's not working, like I'm not even losing a pound, negate that thought and replace it with, I am capable of being consistent. I'm becoming more lean and toned each day. Your thoughts are not silent. It took me so long to finally understand that I can't fake my inner world and expect things to change in my outer world. Your thoughts are not going unheard. They are a frequency. And to achieve a certain outer reality, you need to match that frequency, and your thoughts are a big part of that. Of course, your emotions and your actions are also a part of that, but you can't just bypass the thought portion and allow yourself to ruminate and be negative. Ignore it. If you have to, don't even look at a mirror. If you're capable of controlling yourself, which I know you are, look for any positive confirmation bias. And this is going to help reiterate that you are that confident, lean and toned person. And once you make that assumption, it'll harden into fact. You'll automatically take the behavior required, and before you know it, your reality, your body is going to transform. Step 5 builds on step 4, faith and persistence. Faith is one of the strongest emotions that if you can embody faith along with gratitude, you literally can attract and create anything in your life. Faith is choosing that it's already yours before you see it. And persistence is repeating it until it feels natural. Going to the gym consistently before you see the results. Having faith that you're capable of achieving those results. Not requiring your body to have abs in 1 week after going to the gym. Neville Goddard says to dare to believe in the reality of your assumption. If things are not going well now, and you're constantly in negative turmoil and you're nitpicking yourself or nothing is changing in your reality, then just give this a shot. Identify that false assumption. Clarify your new truth, your new assumption. Back it with a burning desire. Ignore your circumstances, just test it out. Add a little faith, a little persistence, and watch your reality change. So ask yourself, what is a false assumption that you're ready to let go of that is not serving you? And what is your new assumption that you're ready to take on? And are you willing to back this assumption with faith and persistence, not needing your reality to change instantly? Because insanity is repeating the same thing over and over and over again, expecting new results. So you might as well try it out. One thing that I do to easily take on new assumptions is to just act like life's a game. To literally act like I'm just this character and I could just, do, and like create something new. And it takes conscious effort, but once you figure it out, it makes things a lot more fun. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like this video if you liked it, so I know to make more videos like this. And please do not forget to subscribe so I can continuously remind you that you need to stay aware, that you need to assume in assumptions that are going to serve you and to help you transform your life from the inside out. Remember that it's already yours. You're just one energetic shift away.